Hi, how are you? I'm Stacey Justis. I am a spiritual intuitive, tarot card reader. I also have a background in hypnotherapy, and I basically read energy. And so this reading is for October 1st. It's the full moon in Aries. Welcome to October. We are definitely in the midst of Libra season, and we have a lot of stuff going on. Mars is in retrograde. Saturn's coming direct, Jupiter's come direct, Pluto's coming direct. There's a lot of crazy energy going on in the cosmos. And so understanding that as the basis of the foundation, I think, of us moving through this time will really help us to see why things are showing up sort of extreme, and to not get too hyped up about the extreme messages that we're seeing, or extreme polar opposites in belief systems. To just, if you can ride the wave of it and keep your beliefs sovereign, that's a big word right now. Keep your beliefs, hold your beliefs in a place where you feel intuitively connected to them. If you're questioning your beliefs, or say they don't hold water for you anymore, that maybe it wasn't your belief to begin with. Maybe it was a belief that, society gave you. Maybe it's a belief that your parents gave you. And there's no blame about that. It's just the idea that, okay, that was a belief that may have been programmed into me that I no longer align with. And so that's what we're letting go of right now. And it's showing up collectively. I can tell you, for me, you can tell my voice is scratchy. I feel spent. I'm really looking at what it means to be spiritually, have spiritual fortitude, right? Spiritual, I can't see, I'm really tired, but I'm going to do this. I'm going to keep going, and I'm not going to start over, because I've started over 3 times because I've been tired. But I want you all to know that it's okay to be tired and then do it anyway. And so I do know that Spirit will come through for the highest good, and it's already coming through. So again, with that being said, keep going. If you're tired, keep going. Take a rest. Make sure you're getting nutrition. Make sure you're drinking water. But don't stop any forward progression that you've had. And if you haven't had any forward progression, this is a time to really, really connect into your creativity, okay? So, and creativity can show up in so many forms. Whatever feels good to you. If it's working on a car, if it's, doing someone's hair, doing your own hair, doing your nails. Those small things, when they're done in a way of fun, right? It has to be fun, though. If it's laborious, it's not going to work. But if you can make it fun, if you can make cleaning your place fun, I know that seems, silly, but if you get what I'm saying, if you can just be okay with the little things, that's going to get us through these extremes. And we're signing up. The extremes are happening. So get on board, recognize that we're going through it, allow yourself to feel all of this stuff that's happening. Don't give up, and don't disconnect. Just ride the wave, okay? It's going to end, I promise. It's going to be a little bit of a while, though. We're going to probably see some pretty extreme energies showing up through the end of the year. But for now, Edith wants to come up on the... Come here, baby girl. Oh, yeah. Take love from the puppies. Take love from the family. Receive it. Give it. Have fun. Watch comedies, those kinds of things. So let's get into the reading. Again, if it doesn't work for you, it's all good. So focus on what it is that you're desiring to know more about. And these 2 cards popped out. Oh, the Devil card came out first. Oh, everybody make sure that you're taking deep breaths in. Allow yourself to be balanced. The Devil card is focusing on lower level things, focusing on things that you have no control over. So watch what you're focusing on. This would be an obvious card to come out right now because of what we've been dealing with this week. I'm not here to predict how any political realms are going to play out. I'm choosing to stay away from that, and I'm going to go more in regard to spiritual realm. Okay, so we want to focus on spiritual realm, not on the realm of three-dimensional muck and egoic pursuits. Now, I do want to talk about the ego because a lot of people have been talking about this idea of, the death of the ego. And I've heard a lot of, actually, I've seen some readers and seen some astrology and stuff talk about how the ego is actually a good thing. So what's interesting is that the Page of Cups comes in. These two cards came out of the deck prominently. And the Page of Cups says ego is a good thing because Page of Cups is excited to deliver love. There's an exuberance around it. There's and deliver happiness. He's got a lot of energy, and it's funny because as I'm tired, this is what Spirit's saying is to tap into your Page of Cups. You have more youthfulness, vibrancy than you realize that you have, and that the Page of Cups offers that, and that's the good ego, right? Meaning that we need ego. Like the ego in me is what prompted me to put my makeup on, to turn the lights on, to set up, a scenario where I look presentable so that I can deliver a message. Yeah. If I didn't have an ego, that wouldn't even be happening, first of all. And secondly, one of the things that will happen if you don't have a balanced ego, where in the hell there's a moth? Where did it come from? Oy. If I didn't have a healthy ego, I wouldn't be doing this. And if I didn't have a balanced ego, I would shut myself down. And I do have definitely a potential to say, I don't want to get on this. I don't want to film myself. I don't want to be seen. That's an unhealthy ego. The healthy ego says, come on, Stace, you know that this is for the greater good. Hopefully you will help somebody and give a little wisdom, shine a little light, right? That's the good ego. So watch what you're focusing on, because we get to choose heaven or hell. We get to choose the devil or the angel, And it's actually easy. That's what Page of Cups says, it's easy. So let's see, what else about that? Spirit, partnership. So we're watching partnerships, and we're watching the exchange of partnership. So as much as the page wants to give, we have to be able to receive and then also give in return. So it's mutually beneficial. Yes. Letting go of resentments. Full moon right now is about letting go. It's shining a light on what needs to be released. So releasing resentments, releasing lower vibrationary things that no longer serve you, that you really know aren't good for you. Yeah, it's so interesting what we decide to hold on to. That's not good for us. So I set the intention now, and if you can do it with me too, in this full moon, that I am releasing anything that doesn't serve me. And I'm releasing anything that I've been hanging on to, that I've had a relationship with, right? And it's a person. It doesn't have to be a person. It can be like my relationship with, I don't want to do it. I release that relationship with I don't want to do it, and I replace it with the knowing that I will get it done. Yes, in a inspired way, taking inspired action, so that I can move forward. And it comes through the partnership. It comes through asking for help also. Ask for help. Also, learn how to give help. Are you holding back on what you could be giving? And where do you want to give? And give in easy ways. Easy giving can happen in like so many simple ways of just like, my full moon just, that's Mars retrograde. And also Mercury's in shadow right now, guys. Mercury's going into retrograde, I think, on the 12th. So that ought to be a lot of fun. Anyway, we're going to ride this wave. Yes, riding the waves of the cosmos. And that through partnership, we can get more done. And I want to share that I feel, I sound like a third grader. I want to share, what I want to share with you is that we're accepting help from things that we cannot see. Yes, that there's acceptance from help from past loved ones. If you call on them, they're there. I've had a couple readings this past week where loved ones who've crossed over have come through, and both of them were saying, ask us for help. They won't help us unless we ask. You have spirit guide angels, and you can name them whatever you want. You can see them however you want. They're there for you. They don't care what you name them. They just want you to ask. So ask for help. And I'll share with you like some silly things that I ask for help for. Because I want you to understand how everything becomes sacred, and that everything becomes an opportunity to connect with spirit. So when I have things, I live by myself with Edith, and when I have things that need to get done that are more physical, and like hanging curtains, curtain rods, lifting heavy things that I should probably actually really be asking a real person for help for, I will ask for help from my grandfather and my brother and my uncle, because they were, as I'm going to get emotional. Oh, I'm such a sap. My grandfather was, he worked with his hands. My uncle and my brother are strong and smart and helpful. And so I ask, and it's inevitable when I ask for help, whatever needs to be locked into place or whatever I've been frustrated about works out in that moment. And so I just experiment with it and have fun with it, because why not? And especially right now, it's like we're not so busy. I know that some things have gotten back to normal, but we're not socializing in the way that we socialized before. So socialize with your spirit guides. You see? To find the good stuff. So, and see how silly a spiritual reading can be silly. This one of the byproducts of me being tired is silliness. So let's ask for, is there any other silly messages that Spirit wants to talk about? Oh, the Two of Wands. Remember that you do have possibilities and opportunities in this moment. Don't wait for opportunities. Don't be waiting for something that's going to happen next, or you wonder what the news is going to happen, or who's going to win the election, or waiting for 2021, or waiting for 2025. Do it now, like you have opportunities now. And this card, he is holding the world in his hands, and he's purveying, is that the word? He's looking out upon the vast land, the pure potential of what he can create. And that's the beautiful part of this time. So what can you create? And again, have fun with it. And you don't have to create something that changes the world. Just start with being creative, whatever that looks like for you. And you know what that is. And let's ask Spirit about, is there any more information about that? Because this is for career sector as well. So if you're wondering about career, or you're wondering about life path, there's pure potential, and follow your intuition, and you actually kind of really know where to go. You just have to get enough courage to take action. And small actions are great. Like, one action a day can really, change the trajectory of something. So Spirit says that through understanding the potential, through traveling to new dimensions, through traveling to new places in your mind. This card, the Chariot card, is about travel, but he's not traveling anywhere physically. He's traveling actually in his mind. He's traveling to new dimensions. He's traveling into spirit. He's traveling into his superconscious. So in the idea of consciousness, we have our conscience, which makes rational decisions, decision-making, processing, logic, reason. We have our subconscious, is where our beliefs are held. That's why people are brainwashed, and we wonder why they can have such cognitive dissonance. It's because of the subconscious programming, what they believe to be true, has been ingrained in them and programmed into them. And then beneath or expanded out of, the way that I align with it, superconscious. Superconscious is the connection to the divine. So what this card is stating is that you find your pure potential, you find what you're looking for through traveling to new dimensions in your mind, through traveling to new places. Make a different choice, have a different thought. And you have these moments of awareness of, wow, I don't know about that thought anymore. Especially if like we're really hard on ourselves, if we're judgmental. You know, if you hear that voice that says, you're so stupid, go question that. Wait a minute, hold on. Urge. Take a deep breath in. Okay, wait a minute. Is that true? Am I stupid? No. Wait a minute. I'm actually kind of smart. Yeah. Right? And then you start to align with, where are the places that you've been smart? And there are places, you know them. That's traveling to new dimensions. You change and question the beliefs. Come to something new. Come to a new place in your mind and then in your life. Okay? And then one more card. And this card is beautiful respite from conflict and confrontation. The Ace of Swords says that the conflict is over, that we're moving into a new chapter. So the question becomes, will you allow that to happen? Can you release what you need to release in order to go into this new chapter, in order to let go of the conflict? Where do you need to let go? If there's a push-pull, whether it's in a business or personal life or internal, what are you able to let go of internally in order to find that pure potential? Okay, so in this full moon time, set an intention that you're releasing what no longer serves, releasing what has held you back from whatever your pure potential is. And you don't have to even design so much yet what your pure potential is, because Spirit knows. Spirit will guide you. Spirit will hang out with you and show you along the way. So just ask, Spirit, I'm ready to release and let go of whatever is holding me back from my pure potential. And I know that you're going to show me along the way and along my path what my pure potential is. And I will take action to create a scenario where that happens in my three-dimensional reality. And so it is. There you go. Okay? So write down what you want to release. Some people, we like to, have rituals. So write it down on a piece of paper, wrap it up, fold it up, burn it, let it go, and see what happens next. All right? October is going to be a little bit of a bumpy ride, guys. So drink a lot of water. Take breaks from social media, take breaks from the media, get outside, do some grounding things. We're in a beautiful time now in fall. So find places and spaces where you can connect and ground, and that will allow you to get through this next moments. And find there's going to be some beautiful moments too. As tumultuous as it is, there's going to be some really cool, dreamy moments. So look for those. Ask, surrender into those moments. And remember, if you want to check me out, loveandjustice.com or staceyjustis.com. That's STACEYJUSTIS.com. And you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, check me out on Instagram, and I'll see you soon. Have a good one.